What on earth? What on earth happened to my ping? Okay, there you go. It's still way too high. Go down. Down. You need to be at 400. It's already bad enough that you're the way you are right now. Don't need to make it worse.
Where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
And your trade?
I am between jobs at the moment.
You've never done an honest day's work in your life, have you?
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet.
No, that's a lie.
You shouldn't waste time chasing women.
Waste? Time is scarcely better spent.
But you do not keep any of them.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
Still, you shouldn't bother every woman who crosses your path.
Well, no. Sometimes they should bother me.
How did you learn to fight?
My brother taught me when we were younger. He thought the crossbow was the best weapon for me since it would give me time to run away if I botched things too badly.
Where is he now?
Oh, he's still in Kingsport. I expect he'll be there a good long time.
Well, found out he got a brother.
How did you become a thief?
That's a long and terrible story that you wouldn't want to hear.
You found something you liked and couldn't afford?
Basically.
Maybe you should be more reasonable in the future.
Oh, there was nothing reasonable about her. Do you ever doubt your choices?
Often, but I make them anyway.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
You must be bold and move forward.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
I have, when I was a child. Perhaps you're right.
Well, interesting conversation nonetheless. Well, hello there. What are you doing here?
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
Yes.
I must admit, I'm curious.
Right, well, my father tried to dispel...
The Templar is in my body. Literally.
No one would listen. And one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out. Nasty laughter. Lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
You've known such tragedy in your life, my friend.
You move on. What else is there?
Okay. Nothing to salvage. Goodness.
Most of my items have almost no blood.
13 vitality. Well, I'm not gonna waste a bunch of money just to increase his health by 2%. I mean 10. Nah.
Here we are. Chaldean, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We need to split up. You two search for Belial, while I hunt that witch Magda. Cain's death will not go unanswered.
So many people are playing Diablo 3 on stream right now. Ridiculous. Oh, Allah.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
It is, isn't it? Freaking 2D drawing behind a 3D world. Hello.
God, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
It seems fate has brought us together. I hunt Magda. Do you know where she is?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why can't they enter the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakharum priests find a successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
So the Imperial God took your place, huh? You must be pissed.
Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world, after all.
Justice? They're a load of pompous fools. But even they don't deserve what's coming tonight.
What happens tonight?
They're wearing jewels worth more than any of us see in a year. They have to sleep sometime.
Oh, there's Leia.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost. We haven't heard.
I find all sorts of things down in the aqueducts.
160 life. Well, if you didn't find my axe, there's the one you can get right there.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholein. Not I. I shall wait for our emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Asshole.
Alcarnus is being destroyed by the Coven. I've seen people skinned alive.
What the?
The inner in Chaldea, color means wealth. You don't want to look like a peasant, do you? Why not purchase some of my dyes and give yourself a little color?
No thanks. It is a waste of money at this stage in the game. Can't go in, huh?
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I head to Alcarnus to take care of Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
I heard you came here from Tristram. My family came from there. That place has had some very bad luck, hasn't it?
Ten to strength, not bad. I'd rather find one with a health boost for my what the? When the demons come, close your eye and ring this. It takes you far, far away. 100k? Fuck you. Ridiculous.
What is that foul stench?
It's the sewer, sir. That hole goes right into it.
I'm sure our
Emperor had his reasons for closing the gates, but how are we expected to sleep scant inches from tunnels packed with filth?
A bit of advice, my lord. If I were you, I would sleep with my back against a wall.
Life in the Borderlands was hard, but we had our dignity. We came here for help. How do they treat us? Like animals.
Well, what do you expect? They're nobles after all. Let's check out this this place right here. Stirring Sands Inn.
The last Emperor wouldn't have treated us like this. His death was convenient for the boy, wasn't it?
The one we helped in the last game?
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner. All these people being locked out of the city has really helped my trade.
You complete fucking asshole. You're worse than me.